what are the most intriguing camp battles that you're watching right now, Willie?
Well, it's got to be a quarterback battle, and that's Justin Fields going against Andy Dalton. Now, Andy Dalton will probably be the starter to start off, and this reminds me when Matt Flynn left the Green Bay Packers and went to Seattle, and they drafted a guy, by the name of Russell Wilson. Well, when camp started, they saw how electric Russell Wilson was and how command he had and how he had elevated the team and all the different things they can do within the offense. I think this is the same scenario. Justin Fields is what Matt Nagy said, a generational player with so much talent that he can do anything in the playbook, and he causes so many problems for defensive coordinators to game plan for. And there's nothing that he can't do, whether it's throwing, moving on the run, using his legs, the play actions, the RPOs, anything you can think of, Joe, this guy can do. So by the end of training camp, I know they say who's going to be the quarterback, but we'll see when week one starts who'll be running out there as a starter. I think it'll be Justin Fields.
For me, it's Cam Newton versus Mac Jones in New England. I think at the end of last season, everybody kind of saw maybe Cam Newton as maybe not being the future in New England. Then the Patriots sit tight in the draft. They get the guy, Mac Jones, that everybody is comparing to Tom Brady. And I think a lot of pundits, myself included, kind of said, okay, this is Mac Jones's job to win this season. But all of a sudden now we start hearing these rumors about Julio Jones. And in my head, I'm starting to put together all these pieces like Hunter Henry, Jonnu Smith, Julio Jones. All of a sudden you got Trent Brown, who's an unbelievable run blocker and a pass blocker, and I'm thinking, man, Cam Newton is going to be a much better version of himself. And then on top of that, this is going to be his second year in the offense. And I start thinking through all those things and the fact that I know Bill Belichick hates rookies that make mistakes. And all rookie quarterbacks, and I've been around a lot of them, make mistakes. And what they do is they slow down the development of the entire offense because you never get to read the end of the book. When a rookie makes a mistake early on in the offense, you never get to see what would have happened with the play. And so I think now that actually Cam Newton is going to be able to hold on to this job all season long, and they've got a really good chance to be able to win that division with all the moves that they're making, especially if they're able to put Julio Jones on this roster.
Yeah, and Cam Newton definitely has a head start because he was in that system and he understands it. And they also added Nelson Aguilar and Bourne, a couple of receivers. And here's a little note for you, Joe. Bill Belichick, he hates veterans that makes a lot of mistakes as well. Trust me.